Hello. It has been a little while since I've seen you. And I think I'm going to split this up into great news, good news, and news, just to kind of keep my own brain organized. The great news is that I'm doing much better. I'm healing very nicely from my thigh surgery, where they took 21 pounds of skin off my legs. Walking is infinitely easier. Doing things is so much better. We did have some, the 2 months of drains again, and I had to take it out on my own again. And so we had some fun drama with that, but ultimately it's going great. I did have to do a lot of relaxing and putting my feet up to prevent swelling. I don't know if you've ever had a thing where you have prolonged swelling in your feet, but the skin gets like bruised. And then when you stand up, it's like excruciating because you're constantly having pressure on the bruise. And then if it swells more, it hurts more. So you really do have to like recline. Otherwise you're kind of in a world of hurt, and you have to kind of decide what's worth putting yourself through it versus not. But so the great news is I'm healing awesome. The other great news is that my final mobility related skin removal surgery will be October 22nd. And they'll probably be taking between 10 and 15 pounds off of the outside of my legs. That I haven't shown you because it's kind of like my butt. So it's like, I can't really be like, hey, want to see? But the idea is to help my mobility as far as like sitting in cars. The skin goes over like the seatbelt plug-in thing. And when I walk, it swings. And the more that has come off of me, the more pronounced the things that swing have become. And because I've had a year worth of surgeries, my muscles are weak, from having to rest for 2 months in between each surgery because of, drains and complications and what have you. I couldn't do a lot of hopping around. And so this is a very fun era of like, this last one means no more of this. And I can just focus on getting stronger and healthier and not be just looking from surgery to surgery. Because, man, January 2025, we had a hip replacement. October of 2025, we had 20 pounds of skin removed from our stomach. And then in March of 2026, we had 21 pounds of skin removed from our legs. And in October of 2026, we will have, 10 to 15 pounds of skin removed from the outside of our legs. But then after that, it is just losing the rest of my weight like normal. It has been a brutal year. And you can tell where I keep my stress. It's right here. You can see all this wonderful stress. But I'm not focusing on that, honestly, because we did hard things this year. And if our weight went up because of it, that's what happens. And so we lose our weight again. And I'll have some help. It's going to be very fun. So that's the good news. The news is I have a couple of other like medical related things. When we were doing my pre-op appointment for this last surgery, the doctor was feeling here and he felt a lump on my thyroid. And so he said, hey, after the surgery, go ahead and get it checked to make sure there's nothing wonky with it. And so they did an ultrasound and they're like, well, you don't have just one, you have 3 and they're probably fine, but we want to do a biopsy. So I get to have a biopsy on Thursday. So they're just going to spray my neck and then inject the little nerve thing so that it doesn't hurt. And then they're going to do an ultrasound and put a needle in my neck to just get a little sample of the little thing in my neck. And 95% of the time it's nothing, but your brain likes to have fun with ideas. So yeah, it's been a little bit stressful of just kind of trying to like mentally wrap my head around just how like crazy this year has been, and then to have like other stuff happening. Yeah, it's been a little special, but I did want to pop in and at least kind of tell you what's been going on. I'm doing really well like with the leg stuff, aside from being just weak and sore. By the time we're done with this, dude, it is going to be over 50 pounds of skin that has been taken off my body in the last year. It's almost exactly a year apart from the panicolectomy, which is just bonkers. But then once that's all done, I can start just kind of losing weight, getting stronger, and then be healthy enough to have my knee replaced. And I've never had one of these before. I have it's a little step thing to like step up and down on for like an exercise step. It's mostly just to kind of gain some strength in my legs because, you have to sit with your legs elevated for a combination of 4 months. You get some atrophy. And so, well, my legs are much smaller and it's wonderful. They are also much weaker. And so we're going to be building some strength and getting ready for a knee replacement next year. But in the meantime, it's going to just be nice to not have a surgery on the horizon-ish and just kind of start losing weight organically and not be doing so much emotional surgery in my brain. It's going to be so nice. So as far as the leg surgery goes, it was amazing. My surgery team was incredible, and it was a whole ordeal of, my body swelling and all of that fun stuff. But man, I would do it again in a heartbeat because being able to like get in and out of bed. Oh my goodness. I used to have to like face my bed and like dive into it and roll and just hope that my skin would go with me. And if it didn't, I would be stuck. And now I don't have to do that. Now I can sit on the edge of my bed and fling both legs at the same time and just put them up. Before, just to give you an idea, I used to have to like grab the skin and like bring my leg up, bring the other leg up because it would just get stuck. And now it doesn't happen anymore. Me in my yoga pants instead of my 10X sweatpants to cover my legs. I don't have to do that anymore. I'm just sitting here in my little yoga pants. Very exciting. Someday I'll get pants that are just somewhere between yoga pants and sweatpants, but let's figure out this surgery first before we start buying jeans. I wanted to kind of just pop in and kind of rip the Band-Aid off and tell you kind of what's been going on because emotionally it's been kind of hard to stay regulated with. It's just been a lot of stress, just a lot of stress, emotional stress, physical stress, just stress. And I just really wasn't in the headspace to like, let me sit and explain my stress. And then, you know how it is when you put something out and everybody has an opinion and, if you're not in a headspace, like you can only handle your own opinion, sharing it is daunting. But I think I'm in a decent headspace and, it is what it is at this point. So yeah, we've got Thursday, going to be doing our little biopsy. And then I have a lump on my chest, but we think it's just fat, but we're going to do a mammogram just to be sure. It's fun about when you have all the weight loss, it's kind of like low tide with the ocean where it's like, oh, all the stuff that was under the ocean shows up. And so I'm a little lumpier than I would like to be so far. But it isn't anything deeply concerning. It's just, be smart and check things out. So we're doing our biopsy on Thursday. And then the next week I go see my doctor and we're going to plan a mammogram for the boobs. and then we get ready for our October surgery on the legs. Yeah, your girl's tired. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm tired and I'm excited to be done with the surgery era. I joke that I realize I have a superpower of recovering from surgery and I'm tired of using that superpower. So I'm excited to go off into a new thing. The knee replacement will be fine. The hip replacement was the same way where it's just like you have pain and now you don't and you heal for a little bit. That's totally within my realm of coping. As wonderful as these surgeries have been, they have been incredibly difficult on just my body and my brain and everything like that. But it's all for the greater good. And that is a wonderful thing. But sometimes you do there's a thing called healing burnout, where like if you're healing for a long period of time, then you just kind of hit a wall. And, we started this weight loss journey in November of 2021. And so this November will be 5 years of weight loss and surgeries and medical visits and doing it like, I'm in the hotel. I'm doing it largely day to day by myself with, people online being very supportive, but the the day-to-day in and out stuff is me chilling here. And, which is fine. But you do kind of run into a wall here and there. And so I'm looking forward to just kind of relaxing. And I mean, it's not a vacation, but it'll be something less stressful, which I'm excited for. So yeah, this is just a what's up, a hi, and letting you know kind of where we're at and what we're doing. And next year is going to be amazing, because next year is going to be just weight loss and strength and flexibility and health and emotional growth, and just getting to kind of see what this year has bought me as far as like freedom, which is going to be really cool. So this is a little bit maybe not linear, but I think the more I sat and tried to plan, the less I was sitting here to do the video to update you. So I wanted to say hi, and I love you, and thank you so much for checking in on me and supporting me. And just, I know I say that a lot, but I always mean it. The gauze, oh my goodness. The people who bought me gauze for this surgery, I used every scrap of that gauze. My legs had so much gauze on them and were so protected. Oh gosh, there was a day that we had a little break in the seam of my incision, and it took gauze, it took butterfly suture tapes, it took prayer, it took so much energy, but now, it's all healed and good. It's been I can't even tell you everything that's happened. I will eventually, but just not today. But I did want to give you an update on what's going on and what the current plan is. And yeah, so I'll be back. It won't take me 4 months to get back to you. It's just been, whew, girl, it's been a rough ride. But again, thank you seriously for checking in on me, and I'm starting to get the messages where people are like, so how you doing? Are you okay? So I really wanted to put this video out and just say, I'm okay. I'm, dealing, but I'm okay. And I think next week, once I know that this is okay, my 95% chance that this is okay, I'm going to just trust and believe and have faith that this is fine, and not let it get into my head and not worry too much about it. So once I know this is good, I'll have a little bit clearer of a brain, and I will come back and let you know how things are. But in the meantime, this probably is already long, so I'm going to go. But I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will check in with you soon. Bye.